This could be the Liver King's plot to get even more rich, richer than friggin' last time, at everyone's expense from living a lie. Coach Greg in breaking news, the Liver King, he lied again. The Liar King. Not only was he lying about being a fake natty for all that time, he lies in the apology video. Vigorous Steve, the guy that was coaching him briefly, you need to watch this video. Wait till you find out about the truth behind the Liver King.
What he wanted me to do is be his drug guy secretly. Thus, I would have been complicit in this lie all along.
And so Vigorous Steve has felt bad the entire time. He only actually coached him for a couple weeks. And he's like, who is this guy? He's lying to me about the drugs he's taken. He wants me to be his drug guy, just sell him the drugs. And I'm not cool with that. And the fact that he's going to lie to everyone about being a fake natural and tell everyone it's the ancestral tenets that's the reason behind his physique, I can't live with that. I don't want to trick millions of people, dupe them into thinking that that is how it works.
If I knew what he was going to turn into, I would have never sent him the questionnaire.
And so he refunded him his money and said, no, I cannot support this. I don't want to be a part of it.
I felt very conflicted about this entire situation for the last 1.5 years. But after I saw the apology video and the statement by Paul Saladino, I felt horrible.
Imagine what it's like being Vigorous Steve, knowing all this information and seeing all the lives that are being affected and having to keep it to yourself. And was he really his coach? Did he really have to keep all this secret?
Hypothetical question for you. If somebody signs up for coaching and you have to refund them after 2 or 3 weeks of miscommunication and a ton of red flags, does that really count as coaching?
He only was a trial run coach, and after seeing that he was lying about what he's taken so that he could get the information that he wanted, he's like, I don't want to be a part of this. And so in that Liver King's apology video, I'm on doctor supervised HRT. Oh, I need it for my mental health. Bull cookbook shit.
There's no testosterone replacement therapy that is going to make you look like this. A heavy cycle for the large majority of the people is required.
You're on more than HRT, and you patch one lie with another lie, all to fuel your greed to become a multi-millionaire.
Before social media, I was rich and anonymous, and after social media, I'm still rich.
I used to be a millionaire, and I'm still a millionaire. I'm just a more popular millionaire. And I'm doing this to help people, and all those teenagers, those 15-year-olds, I want to help people. Is that an actual apology? Of course not. And so we've seen many YouTubers go over this apology video. Even PewDiePie. What kind of an apology is that?
I rate this apology a 3 out of 10.
A 3 on 10, and that's being nice.
So if he already admitted to IGF-1 LR3 CJC 1295 with ipamorelin, ibutamoren, omnitrope, testosterone cypionate, decadurabolin, and winstrol 1.5 years ago, what is he using now?
And so if he took all of those drugs 1.5 years ago, and now he's come clean only on HRT, how does he look better now than before? Think of it. Really analyze it. Does it make sense? Does anything he said in that apology actually make sense? Or is it just damage control? If he was on all those drugs, remember, close to $15,000 a month, and he was taking all those drugs, and you take them away and only go on HRT, are you going to get bigger and leaner? In your 40s? Of course not.
And now looking back on it, I honestly think that he wasn't truthful and transparent on the questionnaire either. He just gave me enough information to help him fix his IGF-1 levels, but his blood work results weren't very representative of the cycle that he presented to me.
And so even back then, he's not telling them everything. You think he's going to say every single drug that he was taking? No, I don't want them to know all my secrets. I'll give him a little bit so he can fix this and that, but I won't tell him about the rest. But he saw his blood work. He's like, this is not good. That does not represent someone who's healthy.
The results weren't very representative of the cycle that he presented to me, not regarding the use of anabolic androgenetic steroids. So while he at the time said he was on a cruise dose of testosterone cypionates, how many blasts or how many actual cycles he did previously, I don't know. He didn't really get that far in our coaching collaboration.
And so in his apology video, he said, oh, I trained natural for all those years, twice a day, because I don't like the way I look, trying to get us to feel sorry for him. Meanwhile, how many cycles was he actually on?
Now, it does make sense, though, that Paul Saladino didn't know what was going on. I mean, why would you go to somebody else to interpret your blood work results and help you?
And so think of it, his business partner, Paul, does he actually believe that the Liver King was natural? Maybe. I personally don't believe that he thought it. Do you really think just because you're friends with someone and have a physique like that you think, oh, he's probably natural? Or are you just turning a blind eye and pretending, hoping that maybe he's actually natural? What do you think is really happening?
But I felt confident that with time, I could improve his current state of health. A lot of simple sugars, a lot of saturated fat, a lot of fat in general, very high retinol vitamin A intake.
And so think of it, the Liver King practicing this diet, but in reality, a lot of simple sugars, horrible diet, and his blood markers not good in the slightest. Needed significant improvements. But Liver King apology video, I'm doing this to help people from preventing suicide because they need to live their lives like this. Really? I mean, could it be any worse? I don't think so.
I asked him to do additional health screening going forward. He told me he felt fine.
And so his blood work was so bad that he wanted to get additional screening done, but Liver King said, no, I don't want to do that. And so what happens is people get addicted to the feelings of the steroids that they're on, and they don't want to hear the negatives. Ignorance is bliss. If I don't know that I'm endangering my health, I can keep doing what I'm doing.
That's a huge red flag for me. I've heard this 100 times before from competitive bodybuilders. They're very reluctant to really get their health in order.
And so he refunded him his money. He said, we're not a good match. You're not a client I want to help. You're just looking for steroids and you don't care about your health. I don't want any part of this.
And if I knew what was going to happen, what the Liver King was going to turn into, man, I wouldn't be able to live with myself.
And so he didn't want to be part of the lie. He didn't want to be his drug guy. And so Vigorous Steve, his only regret is not outing him sooner. And so the reality is, even with a heavy cycle, you still need amazing genetics to even look like the Liver King. And so don't think that just HRT alone just going to get you looking like the Liver King.
If you want to go with a carnivore diet, follow Paul Saladino instead. I'm sure he's heartbroken by this news. I truly feel bad for the guy, unless he's covering his ass. But
I personally don't believe that Paul believed him. I don't believe that. Just because you're friends with somebody and they say, yo, I'm natural, are you not looking at the physique and he's in his 40s getting bigger and leaner? Does that not bring out red flags? Do you not think, I want to believe him, but I'm not going to. Liver King, show me some blood work. Show me a drug test to prove that you're natural. I know you're saying this and I'm your friend, but I just don't believe you. Could you not show me some more proof?
if anything, combining this stack of performance-enhancing drugs with that diet is going to worsen your health.
And so think of it. Not only is the Liver King lying to all of us, he's lying to himself, his business partners, his friends. The Liver King is quite literally the king of lies, the liar king.
If this was all planned meticulously so he could come clean and then open up a testosterone replacement therapy or hormone replacement therapy clinic, man, I wouldn't know what to say.
And so Vigorous Steve is even going on to suggest that possibly the Liver King wants to open up an HRT clinic and say, you know, you need HRT. I'm on HRT. It's making me feel so much better. And so they can make even more money. And so imagine this could be the Liver King's plot to get even more rich, richer than friggin' last time, at everyone's expense from living a lie. And so let me know in the comments section, what do you think of the Liver King now? You're going to continue to follow him? You're going to continue to support this guy? Have you ever seen anything this bad in your life? Like the video if you liked it, share it to other people, spread the message, subscribe, click the bell button, comment for the algorithm, watch the Tube Loops, interested in harder than last time supplements, cookbooks, and so on. Please use code GREG, 10% off, click the link in the description. And until next time, time to go home, bus is picking me up. And until next time, I am out.